Hey, what's up, folks? JayborinoPlays here, playing Legacy of the Confederation, a custom campaign for Starcraft 1. We're heading into Chapter 13 here, the last mission. How about that last mission? Barely beat it. Very, very challenging. If anyone has some alternative strategies, please share if there's anyone else trying to play these alongside me who may have had trouble. 72 hours. Let's turn off that background music. Tune into the Stellar News Network live broadcast direct from Marsara. Once Confed successfully transported its battle platform to the warfront, the remaining portions of the Dominion Expeditionary Force were obliterated. Witnessing the destruction of Mengsk's forces from the surface, Arcturus Prime's planetary government surrendered unconditionally. The Confederation fleets, ordered by Congress to uphold the new Zerg incineration directive, used the platform to eradicate all cities, structures, and life on the surface nonetheless. Shit. And that was by order from our government. Having eliminated the Dominion presence on Chowsara and Arcturus Prime, Confed warships disembarked towards the Dominion supply world of Marsara. SNN now takes you live to the warfront as Confed prepares to lay siege to Marsara's capital of Borealis. Shit. So, the Confederation has a serious reason to hate all Zerg, and now they're just wiping out the Dominion with no abandon. It's basically genocide at this point because it's government sanctioned and we are just exterminating all citizens of the Dominion. Not just their military that's putting up a fight, literally everybody. It's getting kind of heavy. SNN Special War Report, Stellar News Network, Dominion Colony of Marsara. We're back to the Starship Troopers music.
We bring you now to one of the Confederation staging points on the Dominion-controlled colony of Marsara. There, Confed works around the clock to upgrade its battleships for the upcoming invasion of the capital city Borealis. Even now, a small strike force holds formation north of the Confed base, awaiting their orders to attack. SNN's field correspondent Hugh Walters, who has been given permission to visit this otherwise restricted area, can give us further details on the Confed-Dominion War. Hugh?
Hugh?
Admiral Rajek, the trained Dominion are humans encountered outside of Confederation space. Can you tell us why we declared war shortly after encountering them?
Well, at first encounter, the Terran Dominion destroyed 2 of our automated probes, circling their outermost colony of Chowsara. We realized that such actions may be a misunderstanding on their part. But when we learned that the Dominion was breeding a new strain of the Zerg in their research facility there, it was clear that the Dominion was as much an enemy of humanity as the Zerg.
What about reports that the Confederation has orbitally bombarded civilian targets?
There are no civilians in this war. The Dominion is the enemy, and they need to be swept away by the hand of God.
Has the Confederation attempted any diplomatic resolution to this war? The Dominion may not be Confed, but they are still humans, and it's really horrible to think of us diving into war the first time we encounter our own kind outside of Earth-controlled space.
Congress attempted a diplomatic course against my recommendation. Emperor Arcturus Mengsk had only this to say in response to their request.
I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me.
Pretty difficult to argue with that. So what are your plans as of now, Admiral?
The Confederation will continue its advance into Dominion space until Mengsk surrenders, or his empire is in ashes, like he prophesied.
That was all I could get from Admiral Rajek before he boarded his command ship to rejoin the fleet in orbit. And from the looks of things down here, Confed is just about ready to lay siege on Borealis. The attack orders have just been given and the fleet is prepped. This is Hugh Walters. Back to you, Jim.
SNN will continue live coverage on all war fronts. Though the Confederation will not allow our video monitors near Borealis during the conflict, Confed area commanders have given us permission to broadcast from there once it has been occupied by Confed forces. This has been a Stellar News Network special report.
Admiral Rajek, Borealis Strike Force standing by, sir. We are receiving a transmission from the city.
Confederation Strike Force, this is Borealis Command. You are poised to attack a civilian target. Repeat, you are poised to attack a civilian target. Don't do it. We have women and children down here. Don't do it!
Borealis Strike Force, commence attack.
Roger. All ships, commence attack.
Don't do it! Hey! You! Don't do it! Ah! Don't do it! Actually, I shouldn't joke. This is clearly a part in the story where I feel like the Oracle is trying to make a point that the Confederation is going way too far. That, I think, with all of Episode 1 being kind of a historical telling of the Zerg destroying Earth, we get a sense of why the Confederation now is out to hate the Zerg so much. There is just a fury against the Zerg, so when we found that the Dominion was creating Zerg, we are instantly at war with the Dominion. Now, the question is, it said in the briefing that Congress ordered us to incinerate, civilian targets. So this newscaster is asking us the question of, like, well, you are doing this, but really, I mean, the government is sanctioning it. Is just straight-up genocide. So whether the rest of the Confederation civilian population would agree with this or not, I don't know if that's something that'll ever be gone into, but I understand that. I feel like the storytelling is... It's poised to... I mean, we're just straight-up slaughtering civilians here. The storytelling is poised to set us up for questioning what we're doing here at this point. I'm pretty sure at least that's the direction that I feel the plot is taking. So this is entirely cinematic, and then this entire map is already going to be uncovered. So unless this is suddenly going to turn into a holdout mission, this is going to be quite a short mission. Confederation forces reduced the city of Borealis to a smoldering ruin. Shortly following, Confed forces regrouped in orbit and set course towards Braxis, the nearest Dominion-occupied world. Having lost 3 of the 13 planets and over a third of his fleet to the Confederation in less than a week, Arcturus Mengsk, self-proclaimed Emperor of the Terran Dominion, called a meeting with the leaders of all colonial factions across the Caprulu sector, hoping to rally support against the Earthborn invaders before the Dominion is conquered. So I assume that means he's going to pull in the Umojans and the Kelmorians, perhaps? Wow, that really was it, wasn't it? Alrighty, well, that was very short, and again, this was definitely a cinematic map, and it was supposed to, I think, set up the plot, kind of set a tone for the rest of the campaign, so that we, the player, recognize what we're doing. We played as the UED in Brood War, we recognized what we were doing, but they didn't, in my opinion, feel flat-out evil. They were against many of our liked characters from the past, but in this case, what the Confederation is doing, even though it was set up over Episode 1, because we hate the Zerg so much, and we understand why they hate the Zerg so much, we still question why they have to make this decision. Racek certainly seems to be the worst of the Warhawks, but again, Congress did order us to do this, I suppose. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Alright, well, that was very, very short, but you know what? It's American Thanksgiving today. Happy American Thanksgiving. I mean, it will be when this comes out. I'm recording this. I'm going out of town, so this will be... I'm recording this long before I'm leaving. But you know what? I'll record another video for you. So just wait like 30 minutes and I'll get another video out for you today. So don't you worry. I got you. It is in the spirit of giving. Alrighty. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.